switching up they octaves, now they truly focused in. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 44. Manning, complete. It's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And the Lions first down. Hey. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Bravo.
Check 99. Check 99.
Shoot.
Manning now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Box, right. Fair. Smoke. Fight.
Now Manning. And he's going to go down again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Trying to lay one up deep, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Strong right. Hey, Sam off. Big grip.
Now Manning. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Undercrunch. Say. 25, check 25, check 25.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, foxtrot. Hey. Put up. Got three down. Get it.
Throwing again on second down. Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use it.
Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes left side, and he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Out. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Manning to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31, check 43.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, Kilgore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch General West. Ready.
Throwing is Manning. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Manning now to throw. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Fields. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Check.
Off play action. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, rock it.
Manning going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Yes.
Back up. Check it back.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Manning. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam.
80 weapon.
Back. SOS.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the whip. Check three. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Buzz. Ready.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. That's to his running back, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Jet bomber. Bravo.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Recon, 133 fighter.
2nd and 6.
Go.
On 2nd down, Kilgore. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Manning looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Fields. Open man, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They've been worked out offensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
To throw on second down. Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Hey, go on. 40's the mic. 40's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
General West.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. 30.
Rock it. Check. Get it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check.
Hey. High 7. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Manning. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
There you go.
To throw is Manning. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manning, that's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Kilgore. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You got him. You got him.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They run. It's Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now is Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Trent Sherfield, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 24-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for our visitors, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they've plummeted now.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill.
whatever, how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jury the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bit this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill.